Hello, everyone. Welcome to the book club, Letting Go the Pathway to Surrender by Dr. David Hawkins. We have been going through different chapters, and today we are going through chapter 9, Pride. We are still in the process of doing this. We have done 2 weeks of this. We covered pride, the definition of it. We talked about vulnerability of pride, humility last week. Today we started a little bit on joy, what gives joy, and today we are going to talk about a little bit of joy and gratitude. And to give you a little disclaimer, I am reviewing this book, the contents of the book. I do read a lot of other books, so I'm going to give my perspective of certain things. So I will add certain things based on my experiences, the examples, things like that. But the core of this is all written by Dr. David Hawkins, and it is his book that I'm reviewing. So, simplicity, right? There is a misconception about simplicity. Simplicity does not mean I'm poor. Simplicity does not mean I cannot afford. Simplicity does not mean the world thinks that, oh, she cannot afford this, that's why she's wearing all this, or she, all these things. That's not true. Opposite of pridefulness is simplicity. Actually, whoever is not simple, right? They think that we have money, we have status, we can do this, we can show off, right? If I don't show off, how will people know that I have this? How can, if unless I show a Coach bag, Versace this, whatever, how will they know that I can afford them? How will they know that I have enough money that I can afford them? Or I'm moving in enough circles that I need to wear those. Like, people say, yo, I have to appearances. I need to maintain appearances. I'm a big, big fan of Sudha Murthy. She's so amazing. She's so amazing. It doesn't matter where she goes, what she does, that authenticity. And actually, people love no matter what, no matter how much they talk about style and everything, right? Even the most stylist person, the models, they all love simplicity. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Within your heart, everybody thinks she has guts to be so authentic, right? So simple. So it is not about what people think, but it is because you have stripped out all that is not needed. I can wear a Versace clothes and I can wear this, but I don't need to have an air about it. Don't have to show a label to say what I'm wearing. I need not name names. I need not drop names. Hey, the other day I have been in this party where people were wearing only these things, the party is like that. You have to wear these things. And it's amazing to watch everybody. There is so much difference, the quality of, you don't have to do that. If you enjoy the quality of those clothes and you can afford it, wear it. Right? Simplicity is not in your appearance, it is a state of mind. It's a state of mind. It's like, I will do whatever I want, but I don't have to be prideful about it. I don't have to defend myself. If I wear like $1 million clothing, $600 jeans or this, and then you come and spill water, I should not get furious. At the end of the day, it was an accident. Will I get the same angry when if you drop things on, say, my pajamas, right? So it is not what we have that matters, but how we hold it, how we carry it. You know how people say that they carry their, like, so simple, they carry it very well. What is carrying it means? It is having the right state of mind. It's being humble, right? And what does it mean to us it's not even like, it is not hard. It is like, you're not trying to be simple. You're not trying to carry it or in a certain way. It comes naturally to you. It is in your consciousness. It is what is the value you give to those things, right? And it does not mean I'm not valuing rich things. It does not mean that. It's like I'm detached. I'm detached of it. Yes, I have a big house. Yes, I drive, let's say, a Rolls Royce or something. But at the end of the day, I know it is a mode of transportation. I enjoy it. I really enjoy the smoothness of the car, this one, that one, the luxury. I enjoy all that. But at the end of the day, it is a mode of transportation. At the end of the day, it is a mode of clothing. right? What it means to you, that's all it matters. It is not about others, because the meaning we associate with it will show how you react to it or respond to it. Anything that happens, something valuable to you, that's how much it is going to. Let's say you have a plastic bucket. Somebody like was taking it and kids were playing ball or something and they hit a ball and it broke. No, it's okay. It's a $5 plastic bucket. It's fine. I can buy another one. Kids are playing. That's fine. Now I bought it in an auction somewhere in a museum or something. 10,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees or like $500. Nice pot. And they were playing ball in the house and they broke it. How would you react? Both exactly the same scenario where the kids were playing ball, unintentionally it broke. How would you react for a plastic bucket or a plastic something or a glass something, like $1 glass thing you bought it and put it there, versus a $500, $1,000 beautiful piece of art? Both got broke. How would you react? The thing is, it is the value you attach to it. Next time, like if you are sane-minded, understand, have a right consciousness, what you would do is, it's not, when you don't care about it, does not mean you don't value money. It does not mean that at all. It means that, okay, I have kids who are playing ball in the house. I should not put expensive stuff there. Either I put $5, $1 thing, or I don't put anything. Let them play, right? Or give them consequences, give them punishments, take away the ball, don't let them play. Or, you know what, don't play in the house. No ball in the house. Go and play in the outside, right? My son is 12. He has been friends with another kid for a long time. And no kid goes to their house, his friend's house. They all come to play in our house because they can play volleyball in my house. I don't do any interior decor in the house. It's been 10 years I'm in this house. There is barely any interior decoration because we have walls where my 20-year-old, almost 20-year-old son, he and the other kid, they play volleyball. Volleyball means they take a big ball and keep hitting on the wall and bounces it and they go around it. It's an entire game in itself. But the whole point is you have to hit the ball on the wall. When you hit a ball on the wall with passion, it is going to bounce everywhere. It is going to push things in the kitchen. It is going to bump on people's head. It is going to do a lot of stuff. How are you going to deal with it? They say, oh, their house is so cool, we can play volleyball in the house. Other parents are mad at me because I allow that. They're like, how do they play volleyball in your house? They play, actually in the playground, there is a huge cement wall. They play on that wall in school. At home, I let them play in our living room. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right and they are wrong. I'm saying, what value do you give to them? What is important for you? Because when it is cold days, when it is hot days, if they can play in our house instead of, why are they playing in my house? Because they cannot play in the school, right? If they can do that, then they are replacing it with not playing devices, not sitting and watching TV, right? For me, that is important. What is important to you? That's why I love that. For somebody else who's like, let's say, a art dealer or somebody who's an artist who has expensive pieces in the house, they cannot elevate it. There is no right or wrong, but what value you attach to things, right? What does it mean to you? There is an example in the book about a rich, simple lady. She has a huge estate, very, very beautiful, filled with a lot of valuable things. She earned a lot. Like, she was very successful lady. She earned a lot. And there was no security in the house. There were no security alarms. Okay. But people have been noticing and observing her. She was a case study, actually. And nobody ever stole anything from her. Why? Because her invulnerability to theft. That means it's okay. She said that it is known to coercive. Her quote was, oh heavens, if somebody really needed something so much, they could have it. She gained a lot of things in her life, possessions wise, right? But she was okay with it. Like, yes, it is giving beauty to my house, but if somebody lets it, let them take it. She's not attached to it. It is okay. Again, I cannot stress enough, it does not mean she doesn't value things. It doesn't mean that she doesn't care about things. It just means that she's detached towards things. Because when you see all the possessions, right, when you see everything that people own and use and drive and wear and everything, it just tells how successful they are in their profession or what they can earn and everything else. That's a status in the society, yes. But what value does that person give to them, right? That is a different story. It's two sides of the book, right? So because of that, and the other thing is never a single criticism is made of her. And she's never envious about anybody else. These things, she's grateful for her life, that world is giving her possessions, her whatever she's doing, giving all that. At the same time, she's detached. That having that sense of balance, right? That will only make you grow and grow and grow. You will become so accomplished in life that you are doing, and again, how will you become accomplished? Anybody who has become ever rich doing anything, they are in some way contributing to the society. They're doing something somewhere where they work. Even if you're a software engineer, even if you're a janitor, anything, you are giving back. You're taking what you can, your unique set of talents, and you're giving back to the community. You are writing, let's say you have created the Gmail or something, right? You are creating a login page. You are letting people, so many thousands of people are logging in using the feature you built. That is service to the community with what you can, your ability to do it, right? So it's like, what is it that I can do? If she became rich, what did she do? She gave back to the community. Whatever she gave back, she got thousands in returns. Whenever you give somebody one fold of something, you get tenfold back in their love, in whatever things, in connections, in network, whatever it is, right? If you were so nice to a person, next time, based on, let's say that person is a doctor or lawyer, they'll say, you know what, this is my card. Next time you need something, consult me. You consult them. Otherwise, let's say you went into a legal problem, you go to a professional lawyer or something, you end up paying a lot of money. Instead, because of the favor you did to that person will be like, oh, this is easy, and they will take time for you. Otherwise, you won't get appointments. They will take time for you. They will tell you, and such a peace of mind to get things done, because of your network. So it is never that I did something nice to you. It's always that how much is coming back to you, right? So when you are with the right simplicity, simple attitude, everything good happens to you. You'll keep going up and up and up in your scale, whatever it is, whatever you're doing. And the more you go, the more you can accomplish. And you will get more, because the more you're accomplishing, you're helping, touching more lives. And those lives will keep helping you. It's like we all need each other. The human fabric, we all need each other. We all help each other out. And each of us is not the same. Your talent is different from mine. And we all need to be together for a community to work. A community needs a doctor, a fireman, a policeman, everything, right? A cleaner, a builder, right? You need a lot of different skill sets for a community to exist. Any community needs the grocery shops, the hospital, this thing, that thing. Similarly, in each individual of us, we need an entire community for us to exist, right? For that, if you have the right attitude and if you gel well, first give before you ask. What am I giving to you before I ask you a favor? What have I done to you before I ask you for help? And actually, if you start giving, you don't even have to ask. They will automatically come and help you. How can I help? They'll be like, I have this service, I'm doing this, I'm a florist. You really help me. I can give you flowers every day. It is so simple. It's life becomes so simple, so beautiful, so amazing, so abundant with the right attitude of simplicity and not having pride. Not having pride is very important. I am not doing anything. If I'm able to do something, it is not just because I did. I have the support of everybody to do it again. If I am leading a peaceful life, it is because of the community. It is because of the ease with which everything is happening to me, around me, that I am able to give what I can, right? Attachment. Possessiveness and attachment occur because of pride. This is mine. I earned it. I slogged to earn and build $1 million home. I really worked hard. It was my dream to drive a Mercedes. So I worked a lot. I really kept saving all the money. I deprived myself of all the vacations to get this Mercedes. So it is my prideful possession. I'm proud of my achievement. I worked really hard and got into IIT or this or MIT or whatever. It's my prideful possession. I'm going to flaunt it everywhere. Because I earned it, how much I worked for it, I'm going to flaunt it everywhere. When you are flaunting it and when you're too prideful of that, what happens? See, again, it does not take away the hardship that you did to get there. It does not take away the effort that you did to get there. It does not mean that way. It just means be humble about it and always think about if you sat and studied forever, your parents helped, your house helped, the comfortable, your room or your study room or your friends, your teachers. There is a lot. You should never forget all the support you got to go to some place. It is never me. It is never my single-handed achievement. He's a self-made man. It is so nonsense. Self-made man is such a bullshit. Nobody is a self-made man. You could not have been the self-made man without the help of people behind you. Impossible. Impossible. If you had a house, if your parents gave you shelter, period, you are not a self-made man. Somebody, forget about everything. You are an orphan, let's say. You grew up in an orphanage. Somebody gave birth to you, right? Your mom or dad died or left you, whatever. They gave birth to you. Your life exists because of somebody else. You are never single-handedly, I did everything. Did people take pride single-handedly? She raised the kids. No, no, it's impossible. Even if with your goodwill people came and helped you, they helped you. Why are you forgetting the help? Yes, first I was good. First I am nice. Whatever it is, people sympathized to me. Doesn't matter. People came and helped me. Nobody can do anything without the help of another person. The moment we have that in mind, that is gratitude. The moment I have that in mind that I can never stand alone, it's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. It's team. It's everybody. Once you have that in mind, then the pride automatically reduced a little bit. The more of it you have in mind, the pride keeps going down. Pride keeps going down, gratitude is replacing that, humility automatically comes. Once you are humble, you're great. Everything good happens to you, right? So let's say you're very, very proud of a car. Then what happens is when something bad happens to it, when it goes into a crash, things happen. You can be very careful. You can drive it very carefully. Some influence, some kid, some high school kid or somebody who started learning, they could be doing drunken driving. Anybody who is under influence, they are driving a car, they didn't see, they hit your car, you're perfectly driving in the right, you're following all the rules. Somebody can hit your car. Let's say nothing happened to you by God's grace, but your car is totaled or something. The anguish, the pain, the suffering, that bad things happen to your car, you'll go into depression if you're so attached to your car. How much money I paid to get this, what will happen, right? Instead, be prideful that, yes, I got it. I got my car. I was able to afford it. I'm enjoying the car. That's fine. If anything happens to it, if you're not attached to it too much, yes, the pinch will come, but that's fine. Don't go into a rabbit hole, right? And then you will do the right thing to do. Okay, should I get it fixed? Is it worth getting it fixed? Should I replace it? Be practical about it and move on with your life, right? If you're less emotional about it, sthita pragnatvam, balanced, equanimity. When you have it, you enjoy its beauty, you enjoy its perfection, you enjoy the comforts it is giving you, the smooth drive, the pickup, the mileage, the joy you have when you're driving it. Feel grateful for it, that, you know what, I'm grateful I was able to possess this car. Then the loss of it is not so disappointing. That is not having attachment, detachment, right? Attachment is a potential cause for all suffering. Attachment to anything and anybody. Attachment to kids, attachment to parents, attachment to family, Attachment to friends. How could she do this? We were friends all our life. Why, like, what happened to her all of a sudden? Right? Anything, if we become a little philosophical here, sorry. If we become like, if we talk about it, anything and everything in our life is because of runam, right? Runanubandha rupena. So there is a sloka, Runanubandha rupena pasu patni sutalaya. Runakshayam kshayeyanti katatra parivedana. Anything, anubandham means relationship. Any relationship we have, whether it is with my house, with my chair, with my laptop, with a person, with a place, everything, with my car, with my mate, with my neighbor, with my friend, anything is a relationship. Why do I have that relationship? Out of millions of people, billions of people, why am I attached to you as a person? Why did this come into my life? Why did the bond happen? It is because of runam, debt, karma, right? I was indebted to you or you were indebted to me. You came to clear it or I came to clear it. That is why the bond happened. Once it is so practical and unattached, detached thing, concept, that once the debt, let's say I owe you 100 units of whatever, units because I don't know in which world, which thing, what is the mode of measurement and everything. 100 units of whatever, right? If I owe you that, and depending on the intensity of it, I owe you, we have a very strong bond, we meet, we are best friends, automatically we click, like we do something very, like, I give my services to you like selflessly and everything. Once that 100 units is cleared, something happens. I almost disappear from your life. I could be in the same area, but I'll stop talking to you. Some event happens where I felt like, oh my God, I did all this and that person betrayed me or whatever. It's done. The relationship is cut. It's like, what happened? They used to be so good. What happened? Why are they not talking to me? You don't have to brood, because whatever the deal was, the deal is done. Like, if there is 50% off during Thanksgiving or something, right? Once the Thanksgiving is done, the deal is not there. It is not there anymore. You can fight and argue with the storekeeper how much ever you want. They will not give it because the deal is only for those 4 days. It's like that. The deal is runam. Once that runam is cleared, the relationship is gone. If you were supposed to drive a Rolls Royce or something, and it met with an accident after 4 days of you buying it, that thing you had that in your destiny that you have to drive it only for 4 days. If you think of it that way, and the other thing is, you can say, like, if you are constantly showering me with help, right? I'm not doing anything to you, then you will be like, oh my God, I'm getting like indebted, I have to do something. Don't be in that thing. Universe will take care of it. You don't have to worry about, oh, how can I repay? This person is so rich. He's such a great lawyer. He's providing me their law services. Whenever I always fall into these legal matters and they always come and help me. But I see that they are charging hundreds of dollars to somebody else and they're not charging me anything. Will I be like indebted to them? Don't worry about it. That is the least of your worries. If you're indebted to him, you will pay. In this life, some life you will pay, and you cannot run away from it. Don't try to control your, will I get indebted to you? Or will you get indebted to me? You owe me. Don't even get into that. That's way above your pay grade. No matter where you are, it is way above your understanding, and you don't have to waste your energies in that area. A lot of people, they will not eat when they go to other places. They will not drink. They will not do this. They will not accept any gifts. They will not do this because they'll be like, oh my God, what if I'm indebted to them, right? That is one least thing you need to be worried about. They'll say, no, I don't want to hand this to you because you should not hand gold, you should not do this, Runamaipotundi and all that. Those are like really you're putting up unnecessary stuff on your head. When it happens, it will happen. Attachment stays, the relationship stays until that debt is there, and once it is cleared, it is gone. Runakshayam kshayeyanti. Once the runam is cleared, kshayam, it's done, complete. Kshayeyanti, everything else gets completed as well. The relationship doesn't serve you in your life. it will go away. Ka tatra parivedana. Why do you have to worry about it? Why do you have to suffer about it? If you understand that logic, if you understand that, you don't have to suffer. Attachment is the root cause of all suffering. So attachment to anything and everything is the root cause of all suffering, right? And once you have, because attachment means once you lose it, you'll experience the loss. Experience the loss. How do you experience it? Through apathy, depression, grief. Why do you want to sign up for those things where they are the lowest in the emotion scale? In the consciousness scale, those are the lowest. Why do you want to sign up? You somehow got elevated yourself to a place where you could achieve something. Once you are here and you achieved something, why do you want to get attached to it? The moment you get attached to it, when you lose it, you're going to drop again. That is like being everywhere, right? It's not being equanimous. It's not being sthita pragnatvam. It's not being balanced. So that is where simplicity is about. Yes, you got riches, you got this, you got that, but be simple-minded enough that tomorrow if I lose it, I'm okay. Because you can again earn it again, right? So be in that mode. Gratitude. I'm like, I cannot talk enough about gratitude, because usually when you are asked, right, people say, oh, I'm grateful when you get an award or something. I could not have done this without my parents, without my spouse, without my team, whatever. I'm grateful. Once saying that is not enough. The moment you practice gratitude every day, you actually run out of things to be grateful for. You'll be thinking. I have this journal. We do a group called the 6-minute journal. 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes at night. 3 minutes in the morning. It doesn't even take 3 minutes actually. 3 prompts in the morning, 3 prompts at night. It's called a 6-minute journal because it takes 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes at night. The first thing in that is I'm grateful for, and you have to write 3 things you're grateful for. Every day when you write, you run out of things that you want to write for. When you run out of things, but you still want to write 3 things that you're grateful for, you start thinking, what else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for the bed I slept on. It's giving me nice, comfortable sleep. I'm grateful for the tea I have. It's like giving me nice whatever. I'm grateful for the laptop I have. I'm grateful for the Amazon truck today because it delivered it in time. Once you do practice every day, you will realize how many things you can be grateful for, which we are not thanking enough. The bottom line is we are not grateful enough for all the things that we have in our life. That's why practicing gratitude every day forces you to be thankful for the things that you have never thanked in your life. And once you are grateful for everything in your life, because you need to be grateful, they are doing something nice for you. This laptop is doing something nice for me. This mouse, this keyboard, this table, this chair, everything is doing something nice for me. Why am I not grateful for them? Are you grateful to your watch? Are you grateful to the water bottle, the cup? Everything is doing something nice. They are providing things for you. Why are you not grateful to them? Why is one higher than the other? Right? So once you start being grateful to them, gratitude is the highest in the consciousness scale. It is ranks in the one of the higher ladders. Once you are grateful for things, you're vibrating at that frequency. When you're vibrating at that frequency, it is very unlikely you will drop to a lower frequency of depression, all those things. Things happen to you. I'm not saying you never experience depression, you never experience anger, frustration, fear. I'm not saying that. But the moment you have, it's like this, right? You are a math student, you have practiced doing a lot of problems, right? You learned addition, subtraction, arithmetic, basic arithmetic, algebra, calculus, everything. The moment you start doing problems at calculus level or differentiation or statistics or something, any kind of addition becomes easy for you. If I give you 10-digit addition, yes, it doesn't mean you will not struggle, but you will not see it as a problem at all. You give a 10-digit addition, like, 5 digits addition to 5-digit numbers, and then give addition to a kid who is in first grade versus to a kid who is doing PhD in statistics. This person, he will be like curious, let's see how quickly I can do it. Can I do any trick? on doing it in faster way? Can I implement anything extra that I learned that I can do it? They take it as a challenge. It is not a 5-digit math problem anymore. It is a challenge. It is fun. For a first grade kid, it's like, oh my God, I don't even know how to carry over. How will I do this? Do you see what I'm saying? When you are vibrating at gratitude level, you are at a PhD level. Everything becomes nice and challenging and good. Even if death happens in your family, you'll be like, what is it that I'm grateful for in this? How I'm grateful for an accident, how I'm grateful for a theft that happened in my house. What is it that I can be grateful about in this scenario? Do you see how your life has shifted? How you view things have shifted? How your perspective to things have shifted? Come to that place. And nobody can come to that place by being like reading a book of gratitude, doing one gratitude workshop for like 4 weeks, crash course, 30-second gratitude workshop. It doesn't come that. It is a practice every day, and it should become a habit. We talked about the psychology of the subconscious mind. Every day you do something. Every day you do something. Your vagus nerve takes the message from the conscious mind, from brain to the subconscious mind, solar plexus. The moment it takes the moment it sees a message coming continuously, it's like, okay, we have to automate this. This is like every day, why do manually? Automate the job. It makes it a habit. Once it makes it a habit, you don't need willpower to do it. You don't need the energy to do it. You won't wait. You'll be like, I don't need a journal. I can just type gratitude somewhere. I can say gratitude somewhere. Automatically, your demeanor changes. You are extremely humble and grateful to everything in your life. You are saying gratitude to everything and everybody. It becomes your nature. You become grateful. You are not expressing gratitude. You're automatically grateful for everything. So you don't have to practice it. You're not practicing gratitude anymore. You are grateful. You have become a grateful person. You have become that person, right? Once you become that person, you are vibrating at this frequency. When you're vibrating at this frequency, your circle is this. You're in the circle, in the vicinity of people who are vibrating at this. So automatically you grab things here. You are here. You're privileged. You have become a very privileged person. So antidotes to pride is gratitude. Anytime you feel prideful, right now, like you can write a list of things that I'm grateful, like prideful about. See what you're grateful for that. Like, how did I get it? My car, my house, my husband, my kids, their colleges that they went to, their statuses, who they married, what are they working on, oh, my son owns. That is the best part. My son, he got this house. He lives in this area, that is one of the richest areas. He drives the Mercedes. He has wife, 2 Mercedes, and his son, he's at 16 years old, he gave a Mercedes to his son. So he's very, very rich. So when you find gratitude in everything that you're prideful about, that becomes an antidote. Because you have to be grateful for something that made it happen. That means automatically you're saying it is not mine. I'm grateful that Tesla made a car which I could have not bought. I could not have enjoyed. I could not have enjoyed driving this car if that did not make it. Right? That means I'm already saying this is not completely my accomplishment. It is their accomplishment. I'm putting it on them. It is their accomplishment. They made this car that I'm able to enjoy it today. So you have taken out mine. You have taken out me, mine. You have taken out those things. Once you take out those things, there is no pride. Right? Let's say you're a child prodigy. You're born with very high IQ. You have got first in everywhere you went and you stepped and everything. It is not your accomplishment. You're born with it. How did you create that IQ? Because it is my brain, my smartness, right? Be grateful for what is given to you in life. And what has been fulfilled through God-given talents. You're born with it. Even when you're born, somehow you're born with it, right? When you are born, when you are just a baby, There are so many babies who are like, come up with different talents, different skill sets. Somebody is in a slum, somebody is like Ambani's daughter or something, right? When you are born there, is it your talent? Is it because of the Ambani versus slum kid, Ambani's kid versus slum's kid, based on the surroundings, based on the opportunities given to them, obviously their thing will be different, right? Yes, there are outliers where they become here, that is different. I'm talking about on an average, rich kid versus poor kid. What is the kid's accomplishment there? They are given, God has given them, they put him here versus here. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for this. Don't say, yeah, I am Ambani's daughter. Yeah, so what? What is your accomplishment in that? With God's given talent, do something about it. Go and help somebody else, right? But you're born with something already. It has been given to you. You need to have that in mind, right? Once you have that gratitude in mind, once you find what can I be grateful for, you'll come to a peace of mind. Because the moment you have pride, you're defending it. Whenever you say something like, this is mine, this is something mine, I did it, I accomplished it, you end up in a defensive mode. Once you're grateful, you are like not vulnerable to pain at all. There is no pain because there is no me. Like, it's not mine, it's okay, right? See, I'm grateful for so many things: community, relationships, art, music, creativity, Mother Earth. If you don't know what to write in the gratitude journal every day doesn't get old. I'm grateful for the 5 elements. I'm grateful for the air, because you cannot survive without it. And there is no amount of whatever you do, you cannot, like, you could be whatever, whoever. If I devoid you of air and oxygen, you cannot survive. Simple. So be grateful for air, be grateful for water, be grateful for earth, the one where you're standing on, sitting on, whatever, right? Fire. Be grateful for those things. If nothing, be grateful for those things. If you have nothing, I cannot think of anything, write that every day. The more you are grateful for, you will figure out what other things you are grateful for. Mine. Possession of material riches without inner peace is like dying of thirst while bathing in a lake. See how foolish is that, right? It's literally like, it's comical when you see the mind, right? Human mind. Because we are like attaching everything. It's like my house, my son. When you're talking about the greatness of your son, instead of saying my son, how hard I worked in raising him, it is all because of the classes I put him in. It is all because of the nights I sat with him and I studied. I made him study. Okay, you sat with all night and studied. If he didn't have the talent, innate talent, do you think you sitting all night would have helped? If that is the formula, every mother can sit all night and make their kid study, right? Will every kid turn out to be the same way? It has to be a collaborative effort. You sat all night, but the kid also was interested in reading it, studying. The kid was interested, he was contributing, right? So it is never mine. It is never my success. Everything is a collaboration. And you can't even imagine, if I ask you to write down all the collaborators in your life, I am sure you sit and write it, you will not even come close to 10% of listing everybody out. Why? Because if I bought a store like grocery store, if I'm buying groceries, the manufacturers, the natural resources, people, somebody like created a farm and did all that. They transported it, they cleared it, harvested it, they transported it. That transport got to the grocery store. From their grocery store, they maintained it. Cashier. How many people that you don't know, you're standing on top of all of their service to you. Literally, if you are today here, there are million people, minimum million people beneath, their services you have taken, that you're standing on top of them. You cannot be ungrateful for that. If I ask you to write the list of all, I'm just asking you, just do it as a practice. Just do it as an exercise. Take a book, write down, if I got a cup of milk today, how many people would have been involved? Just explore. Write down how the milk came to the store. Write down all the people that could have been involved. It involves the gas station that is providing gas to the transportation, the truck company, the truck manufacturers, the pasteurizers, the milk factories, the employees of the milk factories, and the families who are supporting the employees of the milk factories to go there. The list goes on and on and on. There is no end to it. It's an infinite number of resources that have helped you to drink a cup of milk today. I don't think you can put a list, you can put a stop to where how many people have helped you. The chain of people, how many are helping you in that, a community. The real meaning of a community. The real meaning of a community. Once you start doing that, you will be so humbled in life. There is no way I can take pride of anything because it is not me anywhere. Once you see all this, it's like share, right? Share in the company. It's like I'm the CEO of a company. It's my idea, my company. The moment I start giving shares to everybody, the more I dilute the shares, what will I have left? Dilute your mind. Once you dilute all that, there is no pride left with you. Because impossible. Because you keep giving it, right? It's like I'm giving 1 unit. Let's say I have million units. I have to give 1 unit to everybody who has in some way helped for this cup of milk to be here that I'm drinking every day. Once you start giving that 1 unit and you start writing down how many people would have been there to help all this out, you will run out of that million. You have to keep diluting it. You know what? I cannot give after 10 people and you start getting more, I cannot afford to give 1 unit anymore. I'll give you half unit. You'll split the shares. 1/4 unit, 1/8 unit, 1/60. Forget about it. 1/10, 1/100th, 1 zillion. Keep doing it. You will still run short. You will go bankrupt. You will go bankrupt of your mind. For sure. And that is what is needed. That is what is needed. Because we take pride of such stupid, trivial things. Really. And once you start thinking of that way, you will be like, oh my God, I used to take so much pride about everything. Once you see that, once you start doing that, you will let go of all the pride. It is easy to let go of the pride. The moment you feel that this is not completely my accomplishment, but all the people who have did this, the moment you see that, right, your pride will keep going down. And it's easy. You don't even have to let go of your pride. It automatically goes away. Now, the other thing, the reverse of having like, oh, I own a Coach bag, I own this perfume, I own this house, I vacation at these places. The reverse of that, it's like directly boasting, right? Reverse of that is reverse snobbery. Snobbery means I am better than you. I am better than you. That is snobbery. Snobbish people means I'm superior. I feel superior to you, right? They take pride in bargains. Oh, you have a Coach bag? Did you pay the full price? I got it in Thanksgiving. I paid $40 for it. How much did you pay? $140, $150? I paid $40 for it. They take pride in it. And they actually judge the people who are paying the full price. Why are you doing it? You can go and buy in Thanksgiving. No, I always wait for Thanksgiving. I don't buy it during. I do that. I do that myself. I have 2 boys. I don't have to. I don't know. I don't know if how I would have raised a girl. And seriously, I questioned that so many times. My kids, they are so simple. I'm not saying they are simple. Boys, I think in general are simple. They want jeans. There are 2 or 3 shades of jeans. I buy 6 pairs for them so that they wash it on over the weekend. Whichever size, what is your size? Go online. I put it in my cart. And once Thanksgiving comes, the price goes down by 50%. On Thanksgiving night, I buy it. That's how I used to do it, not anymore. Like with my older kid, definitely he's buying his own stuff, but I buy it and it's done. 6 months. And summer comes July 4th weekend. You want shorts, you want half sleeve shirts, you want quick dry shirts. Okay, put it in the cart, done. I never go to a mall. I never go to a store. I don't like shopping because I don't see a point in it. I feel that online shopping is so effective because you have to go. I buy like mostly for them, they are like growing up, their age, I know mostly the size stays the same. So, and if for me, I buy a medium, a large, I'll see which one fits based on if I gained weight, if I lost weight. That's it. Return the other one. That's it. Simple. I take pride in bargains in the sense that For me, I don't see a point in spending so much money. So I buy only during sales for this time and this time. That's it, done. But people, they want to buy good stuff and they buy during deals and they make judge other people for paying full price. Oh, you don't have time to go and stand in lines, is it, for this thing? So that's why you pay full money. And I always put clips, coupons and everything so that I saved so much money. I saved so much money for my family. Yes, it's a good thing, but why judge people because of that? And I don't know how many people are aware of this. How people talk about, I got a great deal here. Ashar Masam sale. I bought a 20,000 saree for 5,000. And it is like a competition when they're sitting and discussing, right? It almost becomes a competition. Oh, you bought it for 20,000. I got it for like 50% off. There was one small stain or some torn thing in the sari where you cannot see it. And they sold it for 1,000 rupees. I got it for 1,000 rupees. And we both are wearing the same sari. So much time and energy is spent in discussing these things. The problem is, once, whether I bought it for full price or you bought it for bargain price, once it is off the shelf, the price doesn't matter anymore. We both are wearing the same thing. How does it matter how much you spent versus how much I spent? How does it matter if I tell you or not tell you whether I bought it in a bargain or not? How does it matter? The value we attach to things. This is like, I never understood the people when they take pride. I didn't pay full price. I don't like paying full price. I am a better person if I buy things in bargain versus you. I don't know if you know that or not. I am a much better person. I have one of the friends who's like, she literally stated this. When people said, hey, we are going for Thanksgiving shopping, do you want to come? She said, I don't have to. I don't have to stand in those lines. I have enough money to pay for the full price. She became such a gossip person. Everybody was talking about her. But what is wrong, right? She's like, I don't want to waste my energy and stand there and spend so much time. My time is more valuable than that. It's okay. I have money. I'll pay for the full price. I'll buy during non-peak season. It's okay. This topic itself is such a heavy topic and most discussed in groups. And especially when you go to weddings or this and that, they say, hey, this jewelry, this bag, this saree, this, oh, you know what? This haul would have costed so much, but because they know somebody, they got it almost for free, peanuts. But anything and everything has a value associated with it. If you're doing something for me, it is not free. Nothing is free. Nothing comes for a discount. When you are going to a discount store, you are standing in line for so long. You are spending so much time and energy to look for deals. So what about your time? All the time and energy you spent in all those things. What about that? What is the value for that? You could have read a book. You could have gone and done some volunteering work. You could have invested in your job itself. Why don't you look at that? Everything and anything has a value. It is like what you're looking at it. If you're giving only monetary value to it, for you only money, the tag matters, the price tag matters, then yes, you would have got 50% less than me. But what did you lose because of that? And later, what you're investing so much time to talk about it, right? I love this topic. I hear it so many times. Ownership, myself. How often do you use I, me, my, and mine? This is an exercise, introspection exercise we all should do. In a day when you're talking, catch yourself and see how many times am I using this? Whenever you are doing these things, that's ego, that is pride. How prideful I am. The yardstick measure is how many times I'm using this. With sense of ownerships comes pride, right? And people talk about the hardships, how hard I worked in my life to get this. And you defend everything. Anything that is yours, you defend it. If anybody talks about your kids, that anything, you have to say, no, you have to defend your kids, my husband, my mom, my car. Let's say, hey, I heard that This car is okay, but my car, it is like it's very smooth. So what are you talking about? Maybe your car is smooth, but my car has more legroom, right? The moment, the desire to possess, the moment you have that, this is mine, the desire to say it is mine, the pride you hold around things, once you let go of that, right? See, use A instead of mine. Instead of saying my BMW is a very smooth car, you can say BMW is a smooth ride. So then you're talking about in general BMW. You're not talking about your car. So the moment in the conversation you say, you know what, but Tesla has this. Tesla is a more practical car. Then you are not getting hurt. You're not talking about pride. You're talking about the makers of the car and what each car functions. And you remove that mind in it. You're in general talking about car, which is how it is supposed to be. It's not your mind. You paid money to buy the car, but you did not make the car. You did not make BMW smooth with your money. The makers did it. You did not do it. But we take pride as if I did it. My son went to Harvard, so I'm a Harvard mom. I know how to create kids who can go to Harvard. Nonsense. There are so many factors at play. Right? Use A instead of mine and see how the pride dissolves. There is no pride attached to it. So actually the exercise is twofold. One exercise is catch yourself in the day, seeing that how many times I'm using I, me, mine, mine. And next time, see how you can replace it with instead of me. Instead of talking about, my kid goes to Taekwondo, he does this, he does that. Instead of that, in Taekwondo, they teach, my son is so strong, he has such core strength because he goes to Taekwondo. Instead, you say, kids who do Taekwondo have good core strength because it is taught in the class. You are giving entire credit to the system, to the martial art, to this thing, you're not saying my son. So twofold exercise. One exercise is how many times am I saying I, me, mine, mine. Second thing is, can I replace it? Can I remove the I, me, mine, mine and talk about the generic stuff? What is the message I want to convey? Can I do it without me, mine, mine? I think that's a beautiful exercise for us for introspection and for to catch hold of ourselves on what we are doing. That comes to the end of this chapter. We are going to talk about pride. The last topic is opinions. We are going to talk about it next week.